So with us today are the three winners. All we request is let's keep the question short and to the point, and please introduce yourself and your outlet before you ask the question. So we now open the press conference for questions. Who wants to ask the first one? Go ahead, sir.
EJ, congratulations. Bong Pajalvis at Malaya, ruling redemption, completing your redemption, ruling it on your own backyard. The inaugural, which can never be taken away from you, the inaugural Atletang Ayala World Pole Challenge. Your takeaway from this, your reaction to this.
I'm happy, really. I'm thankful. I guess you took it easy for me. I was at the mercy of Thibaut today. I mean, all these guys actually had a good season. I think every one of you guys beat me in the World Championship in Tokyo a few days ago. So, I'm so happy for a bit of a comeback win, a really good way to end the season, and a fairy tale finish, I would say. Things are running in my head. I was like, oh God, the first one, after all of this, all the crowd, and then if if it happens, if I lose, it's like, what face would I have? But that pushed me to the edge and really gave my best performance of the year, I would say. I think it's one of the best jumps I had this year. Really happy and tired also.
Right, thank you. Next question, please. Sorry, was there somebody raising their hand in the back? Next question. Here, GMA News.
Hi, congratulations to all of you. To Thibaut and Piotr, what can you say about the crowd here at the Ayala Triangle?
Thanks for having me. It was pure pleasure to be here and compete with this handsome guys. The crowd was amazing, and all this event was prepared in 100% professional. So I am glad to be here. Thank you so much.
And thank you very much, EJ, for having me also. And at pole vault we have a lot of competition in the street around the world. This one was really impressive because it's the first time for me I come here, and the crowd was amazing. We all know what is it to have a big atmosphere around us, but today was really particular, and it was it was beautiful and amazing.
I think twice more than usually.
All right, hi, hello. Sorry, double purpose. EJ, how about you? How do you feel about the crowd that came out here today?
I was a little bit worried with the rain. I'm really thankful all the Filipino people stayed. They were drizzling, and I'm not used to competing at home. This is the first meet, really. I would say, this is such a unique experience. They definitely made it so much more than what I actually dreamed of. And I really, I want to tip my hat to the organization, because if anybody of us would know what a professional competition is organized, it's this guy. He's been in the circuit for so long. I mean, not to tell, but he's the oldest of the bunch. But, so really thankful for such a wonderful event. I really wish.
I'm the oldest one, but still young. So.
Of course. So I'm really happy and really thankful. I keep repeating that because I think my dream is nothing compared to this one.
We were actually wondering what kind of rain would have made the tournament stop. I mean, what determines that?
To be honest, it's the officials that determines that. It depends on each individual, but we gotta put a line where it's risky for us to keep vaulting if it's really heavy rain. And I do know the whole organization, we're praying that we're able to at least have some drizzle, and thank God we are able to jump actually in a pretty dry weather, good conditions. Wind was pretty much okay most of the time. So what can I say? I really am, I guess, blessed to be having this meet and winning it.
Very much blessed indeed. Any other questions from friends from the media? Yes, ma'am. Your outlet and your name. We'll pass on the mic.
Hello, good afternoon, gentlemen. Again, my name is River, and I'm interviewing you for Metro Channel. You've mentioned already about the dream, no? That this is a dream. Just so we can hear it once again. Did you have any expectation for today, and did you achieve it or surpass it? And can we look forward to any more like this happening in the near future? Thank you.
My dream is to have this to a much, much smaller scale, to be honest. I am really surprised at how big the crowd is, the lines and the security, as I said, the professionalism, the field itself even is incredible. For a first time competition, you typically don't get this. So I should definitely surpass it. Did I have a dream? Yeah. Did I have a nightmare that almost happened? Yeah. So I would say it's a bit poetic, and I think it gave really a good show at the expense of my nerves and my heart and my I guess my reputation. But it is the sport. I think it couldn't have been better ending to my season. Truly, hopefully, everybody who organized this is happy, and we'll get the part two, part three. Maybe have this every year, and now we have these athletes to say how good Philippines is. So hopefully next time we'll bring much more, maybe the women's as well. Yeah.
Thank you. Anybody else who wants to ask a question? Yes, sir. Name, outfit, and question.
Hi, I'm Ruben Terrado of Spin. This question is for EJ and Oli. Just talk about the final between you guys. Thibaut, what was the thought process of skipping going at 5.90?
He was going for my neck, really.
The idea was to take a bit of time between jumps because I was a bit tired, and the idea was to let EJ win his competition at home. No, I gave everything I had, and EJ was stronger today, so I'm happy for him to win this competition, and I'm happy to be part of the podium also.
EJ, same question. When he chose to skip 5.85, just what's the thought process for you?
I knew I was leading. I want to extend it. That's why I tried to jump 85. But at the same time, it's been a long season. I'm not in the best shape of my life. I was a little bit tired going the end of the competition. I did a little bit of a veteran's move, maybe not so appreciated by my friend Thibaut. So I said, last attempt I need more time, and in the order he's ahead. So therefore, if I pass, he'll jump first, and I'll take a little bit more. So I kind of did that. I'd say it kind of worked. It kind of worked. I think I tired him out, and made it happen. Like really, all these guys were giving everything that we've got, and I myself, like I would say right now, I'm really exhausted. I feel a bit lightheaded, but it's all well and good, and I'm really happy to do it.
I know all of you are used to competing in Europe. How is this weather for you? Is it difficult to compete under this temperature and condition?
So when I saw this weather and rain, I saw my chance to beat this guy, but but was not enough for me. Well, raining always is not good for us. But the crowd, it was amazing, and they push us to jump as the best today.
Yeah, sometimes when it rains, we don't have choice to jump during championship and everything. So we all we all know how to jump under the rain. And today was okay. It was a bit dangerous, but the official and everybody made this possible. So yeah, it was okay, and it was really really cool.
So it was about the rain, more on the rain, less on the heat.
The heat
This
was,
is usual, normal
Yeah.
for you guys.
not normal, but it was the same in Tokyo,
Oh,
and
okay.
it could be the same like in France. It could be the same during August. So, like, yeah, it's better this than cold.
I mean, they said pretty much the same thing, but I think the crowd really gave these guys a run for a really good competition. I mean, I will be biased. I would say this is the best competition I've been in, but I mean, it is my home meet. So what else am I gonna say?
Is it more difficult to compete at home or
A bit, especially if I ran out of attempts and I see a guy that I know could make the bar gunning for it. I'm that's a little bit difficult, but I enjoyed really the pressure that he brought, and I think, as I said, really this is the best vault I've had in this year. So I'm happy for the pressure that the crowd brought, and thankful that I'm able to pull it off, and thankful a little bit to Thibaut for not making 90. So all is good and all is well.
no friendly competition? Go ahead.
So I have my own competition in Poland, and I know how it's worth winning in your home. So it's congratulations for you.
Anybody else with a question? Yes, sir.
Thank you. Question for EJ. EJ, Melo Fuertes from Inquirer.net. EJ, congratulations first of all, but I want to ask you about Hocket de los Santos. Of course, he competed yesterday and earned a spot here in today's competition. He may not have had the most colorful jump, but still, just your thoughts on him showing up today and representing the Philippines much like you.
It's a really good opportunity for him, even though the result didn't play out the way I believe he wanted. What Filipinos actually lack compared to these guys and all the guys here is competition. We don't have these competition. This is the first. This is the biggest. This is way bigger than SEA Games, Asian Games. This is world class. This is the first time he stepped foot on the track with us. He might have the nerves. He might got intimidated. That was me first in Europe. But you get to learn this. You learn that they're a little bit whiter, a little bit more handsome, but we're the same. We can jump, we can push our body to the limits and really compete with the best of the best. And I think he might have no height at this time. I think this is a huge step for him when it comes to experience and really, getting to know how the world of pole vault, how competing with guys who have jumped 6 meters and knocking on it. It's I believe this is just a start for him, and I'm really proud that he went out and really do the best that he could. I do know that he's a little bit exhausted, but the whole idea is to give him the experience of a world-class competition. Therefore, when he stepped foot in SEA Games, Asian Games, it's going to be a walk in the park. The nerve's not going to be there, or at least it's going to be there, but he has experience to control it, use it, and really, hopefully one day love it.
He is trained, of course, by your father. Am I correct? In UST, the same school that you come from. Okay. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
EJ of Delphine Jokina from Rapper. EJ, you talked about the lack of competition. Are there plans to hold this event again, probably next year or next 2 years?
If personally you're asking me, I want to. But I couldn't do this without the help of all the sponsors, Ayala Corporation, Ayala Foundation, MVPSF, and all the major sponsors and all the contributors, not to mention all the people who work here. My contribution to this is very minuscule compared to the time Sherry Gosingfiao, Sir Yan, who's supposed to have retired already, and the support of the Ayala people. I couldn't thank them enough because I couldn't organize this and compete. He knows how difficult it is to organize such a competition. And yeah, I mean, it is so stressful. It's still stressful for me, but I wouldn't be able to jump the way I jump if the people didn't take the load off my shoulder. And I'm truly thankful this people who would have now a good night's sleep. Really, thank you so much, guys. They're laughing because they know, that's sila puyat. And speaking of future competitions such as this, I hope I'm pushing UAAP. I talked to the commissioner when I was in UST. I said it would be nice to give our UAAP athletes an experience such as this, the crowd banging on your ears and really having that atmosphere that you don't really get in the stadium. Hopefully, we have a runway, we have the possibility, the capability, as we have shown today, to do such events, and hopefully this is not the last.
You've definitely shown it's not impossible to come up with something like this, as you are the ambassadors in your sport. But I guess we should ask these guys over here if there's going to be a second, third competition. Meron ba tayong plano? Wala pa? Wala pa. Keyword, wala pa.
Sorry for putting you in last. Sorry.
Matutulog muna. Sige. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Yes.
EJ, could you just summarize your season? Could you describe it?
I can't get a momentum this one. It's been tough. I think I started and I started catching up to these guys. I've never really had a long time off, and with my back injury coming after Paris, I'm forced to take a 6 week off, and that take a toll on your body. And when I got back, I wanted to catch up. I knew I lost a lot, and I think it's a wrong approach. Sometimes you keep knocking on the door, sometimes you break it, and a little pain here and there, a little injury, it derails your program, it derails your plan, and missing the world championship, and then knowing that I'm in trouble losing points, therefore I need to start my season early again, kind of put me on the back foot, catching up. It's not the best atmosphere to do it. I've been there before, but this time around the stakes are a little bit bigger. So made a couple mistakes here and there, flamed up my back a little bit, then my hamstring a little bit, and needed to pull out a couple of competition because visa problems. I didn't have my passport for almost a month because I need visa in Tokyo, I need visa in China, I need visa, and it is what it is. It comes with the game, and I recognize that it's not an excuse. Me and my team made a mistake. We learned from it. I'm again happy that I'm able to compete here at the best of my abilities for this season. That's why I really am happy to win this, because I knew I'm not in the best shape of my life, and with that I need to put the best pieces that I've got. It's a friend of mine, a women pole vaulter, said it the best. It's like you have 1,000 pieces puzzle and you only have 600 pieces. Maybe I have a little bit more, but you need 1,000 to be ready, and it's been not enough for me. It's not enough preparation. But such as life, such as sport, things happen.
And how, I'm not sure if this has been asked already, but how does this affect your rankings? Because this is an accredited tournament.
The question may
Does it change anything in your world rankings?
I think for me, yes, because this is the best jump I've had this season. I've not jumped 80 in any competition this year, so this is the highest level of tour that I've jumped 580. So I believe it would be there, and it helped. It says it's going to be in the World Athletics. It's all categorized, but the way the ranking works is the best 5 performance of the year. As I said, these guys have been having a great, magnificent season. So, I'm not sure if it's, we don't know. We'll know in next week, Tuesday, probably, Wednesday, something like that.
I think I'm looking for 580 jumps, so 560 it's not enough to keep it in the ranking this time.
And how about you, Thibaut? How does that affect your season?
My season was not so good before World Championship, so I think this one could maybe help me in the world ranking. We will see in few days.
Anybody else with a question? Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Ina Mina from One Sports. For our international pole vaulters, how would you describe the Filipino energy, the crowd, and what makes them unique to other crowd in other countries?
Here it's amazing. The vibe it's so great. I cannot add any more that.
Yeah, it was amazing, particularly for Oleg. I think he really remembered this competition, and for us also it was really good. So yeah, nothing to add.
Who else? Anybody who has a question? Meron po ba? Yes, sir. GMA News.
JK from GMA News. So now that the season's over, do you still have how many days left here in the Philippines, and what are your plans after this? Or EJ, where will you bring them
We're bringing into Palawan, of course.
I have to
Oh,
back.
sorry.
I have to back to my kids. My flight is tomorrow morning, and I am so happy to back to home and take time with my kids.
Well, next time you'll bring your kids. If
I
Mrs.
hope, yeah.
Lisek would be happy to do so.
I think she will be happy for sure.
Yeah, there we go. So me, Thibaut, and the rest of the gang, we're gonna be in Palawan. Really, I think it's gonna be a good time for them. Let's see. Maybe you guys
Party
can
time,
ask them.
guys.
Yeah, we'll have a good time. We'll have a couple of parties and really celebrate this really long season.
No pole vault anymore. No, we're gonna go to El Nido and hope the weather is gonna be with us. Okay, so yeah.
A free trip to El Nido is in the offing, courtesy of Ayala, of course, di ba? Sarap naman magpa-tournament. Sana lagi. Meron pa po tayong mga tanong? One more, Ruben.
EJC Games ba?
Yeah, of course. That's in the picture. We talked to my coach. We gotta do what we gotta do. I'm trying to hack it, and of course the next guys. We're planning, of course. If I needed to, if push comes to shove, I need to. We gotta be strategic about it. Right now, it is on the calendar. It is on my plan. But if Hackett can win it in Elijah, I would love to have them really battle it out and have the experience of winning the Southeast Asian Games. But we'll see how the season going. Hackett is in a good shape. Elijah is having a good shape. So we'll see. We'll see.
One last question? Yes, Ian. Okay, after.
Hi, Ian Shui from TV5. For EJ, I'll be jumping to another topic. Aside from sports, we all know that a lot of things are going on right now within the country. And how do you think this event brings hope or inspiration, not just for the youth, but for everyone who watched your performance?
Oh, that's a hard question. I can't really say. I hope that they enjoyed it. I hope it gave them a bit of smile. And I know the situation the country is in, and I know what's the talk of the town. This is something I hope is a breath of fresh air, really something to celebrate and show, what Filipinos are capable of, what we could do. If these guys said that we are creating a world-class competition, it truly is. If there's anybody, I might be biased, but he won't, and the other guys, they're not here to butter us up. And with that, I'm really happy because it shows the ability of Filipinos to do something world-class by thinking, planning, and really executing at the best of their abilities. And like I said, this is nothing short of what we're having in Olympics or in Europe. It is at par, if not even better. I would say this is better than some of the meets that I compete. So there we go. Better. I mean, you guys can really ask them truly. I mean, I do believe that this is one of the best meets that I've ever competed at, if not the best.
Thanks.
Okay, last na po. Kayo po, Sir Bong.
You said that you have confidence in Elijah Cole and, of course, Hackett, our very own Hackett. Does it mean that it's a 50-50 thing when it comes to Southeast Asian Games?
I wouldn't say it's a 50-50 thing. We want to win. We need medals. We want to compete. But at the same time, I'm not forever going to be here, guys. I'm not the oldest. I'm there, but we need the next guys to step up. And as I said, the reason why we put Hackett on the stage today, nerves and all, is to get him the experience of competing with the best of the best, with the pressure on his shoulder to deliver. And with that, SEA Games is another stepping stone for these guys. I don't want to take a slot for them if they can win it. And I do believe in them, I know the pressure that's going to be coming. And, I've seen Hackett do it under pressure. I know Eli's training for it. And I do hope that come the time of the season, they're going to be ready. And if they're ready, if we're going to win the gold, why should I take the experience from them? it's I think it's a waste, and I would want the next generation to step up and really have a continuous world class pole vaulters for the country.
Yeah, just for to give them because they may not understand. There are only two slots
Yeah.
for the pole vault event and all other events. So it's and there are three options.
Yes.
Of course, EJ is the first option, etc., etc. So that explains everything.
Yes.
Makes it clear. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bilang panghuli, no, I will just ask the final question because I saw you a while ago talking to Vitaly Petrov in the final stage. What was he telling you? That's number one. And second, do the next generation, do they need another Vitaly Petrov to help them track the same path as you have?
All of these guys have different paths. Lisa have different path. You started with your dad. Still coaching with your dad, or yeah. So it's all different. Vitaly's invested in pole vaulting in the Philippines, but we gotta understand he's also 80. He's 80 years old. He needs to be able to rest. I mean, he's strong. He's strong. We know. He still hits you. Yeah, exactly. About the words that he said, I'm gonna skip on some parts. I don't think it's appropriate to tell him. But he said to me, this is the first competition I did more than 5 bars. Usually this season, my story kind of goes clear the opening height and then miss the next. So he said it's a good way. You're still there. He's happy how I competed. But the body needs to adapt and the body needs to be better. Preparation needs to be stronger. So yeah, I'm happy with what he said, and I think it's a good way to end my season, working on the next couple of competitions that gonna happen, either SEA Games or indoors.
And hopefully maybe we can get another one like Vitaly to the country.
Yeah.
Maybe help.
Of course, I mean,
Our talent.
when the time comes, I've always said this to my dad. Filipinos, our respect to our coaches is pretty deep. Our respect to our elders is truly incredible compared to other culture, and I'm very proud of that. But at the same time, we got to understand where, it's a hard conversation with my dad. I said, if the kid thinks that, or you think you've pushed him enough to the level where you could bring him, if he needs to spread his wings and go somewhere else where he believes he could soar, I'm happy to help as much as we can. And it is what it is. Time would come. It depends, So far, they believe and they work really well. Therefore, I don't see the reason to hire another foreign coach. So Vitaly's, mentoring my dad as well. He's one of the guys. Oleg said Hackett runs like me. That's because of how my dad learned from Vitaly, and of course, coach the next generation the way I'm getting coached.
All right, and with that, thank you very much. That wraps up our press conference. Maraming salamat to our friends from the media. And let's have a final photo together with our athletes and the Ayala team. No? Just the three. Okay. A final photo with your medals. Again, they are the first winners of the first ever pole vault challenge in the Philippines. Can we maybe standing up?
Oh, yeah.
Standing up?
Okay, ready?
The medals that they are holding in their hands, of course, they have the Philippine woven lanyards. Tama ba yung ba tawag doon? Philippine woven lanyards. So that's something to take home, a memorabilia from the Philippines, and we hope you get to travel our country. One more photo with the press. Okay, isa pa. One more chance to take their photos with your phones. Okay na. And now, can we request that our athletes to stay here so we could take a photo from this side together with our friends from the press. So